Hey guys, what's going on? It's Billy here from the best place to buy gold online. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you haven't done so already, go and check out my website, goldfinancial.de. Go ahead and register yourself for your free report on why now is the best time, perfect time to be owning gold. So, forget the pullback. Here's the jaw-dropping roadmap to $10,000 gold and $500 silver. And this is a report I've just found here on King World News. And it is with an interview that they did with a guy called Egon von Greyers. And I won't bother reading all of this. I just want to read a few segments from this report and skim over it very, very quickly because I want to keep this brief and short and to the point. So if you want to go ahead and check it out afterwards and you want to have a delve into it and have a deep read, I'll leave the link in the description right below for you to go ahead and do that. So Egon van Greyers, he says, if your investment decisions are based on sound principles at the outset, there's no reason to change your opinion because the market takes longer to accomplish what it must do. And he makes a very good point here. This is a point where gold bottomed out in 1999, and you can just see it steadily increase over the years. It's had a slight pullback, and now it's continuing again with its increase. So the financial system cannot survive, and I've said that time and time again. So have every other people out there. And if you're on and follow this channel, you obviously share the same beliefs. Now, in June of 2016, he is absolutely. I'm absolutely certain, and so is this guy reading this, giving this report, that the financial system cannot survive intact. Global debt has gone from 20 trillion to 230 trillion, a more than 10 times increase in the last 25 years. None of this debt can be repaid with real money. Governments and central banks have totally run out of ammunition. In their desperate attempts to save the financial system, they have manipulated every single market and financial instrument they print. Money, they set false interest rates, they're now negative. They buy their own debt and they support stock markets, and they also sell gold in the paper market. And all of this action or deceitful manipulation is just creating bigger bubbles that will eventually lead to a total implosion of the financial system and all bubble assets such as stocks, bonds and property. And the problem is no one is prepared for this coming shock. The world believes that the Shangri-La state of central banks led by the Fed have created in the last 100 years will last forever. Privileged few have accumulated unreal wealth. Most normal people in the West believe that they are better off, not realizing that their higher standard of living is based off of government debt and deficit spending, as well as a massive increase to personal debt. And as I've said time and time again, paper money eventually returns to its intrinsic value, and that is zero, because it has no intrinsic value whatsoever. And here's what you can expect to come. Massive money printing is on the cards. But before, obviously, this financial system implodes, there will be massive money printing program that the world has never seen. They will need to print money in a final and futile attempt to save the bankrupt banks. With 1.5 quadrillion derivatives outstanding, the printing presses, all the computers will run hot. Deutsche Bank's derivatives are at $75 trillion and JP Morgan's at almost $100 trillion. Only those two banks need support at 2.5 times global GDP. It is, of course, not just the financial system that will need support. Governments will run out of significant tax revenue and they will need to print money for all of their expenditures. Soon there will be virtually no social security and no pensions. Remember that Japan already prints 50% of its annual expenditures. So all of this printing will result in a global hyperinflation of at least similar proportions of the Weimar Republic or Zimbabwe, with the dollar, euro, yen and pound all reaching their intrinsic value of zero. So, wealth preservation and the roadmap to $10,000 gold and $500 silver. Throughout history, gold and sometimes silver has been the only money that has survived. Even paper or fiat currency has always been destroyed by governments through deficit spending and money printing. In the last 100 years, all major currencies have declined 97 to 99% against gold. And I will share you a fantastic video that my friend did, which will show that this figure is grossly underestimated. But more on that later. It is virtually guaranteed that they will go down and the final 1 to 3% to zero. But it must be remembered that this decline means 100% fall from here. This final decline of the currencies will be reflected in gold and silver prices. I am still convinced that we will see $10,000 gold and $500 silver, possibly within the next 5 years, and that those levels will be reached even with normal inflation. But if we get hyperinflation, we could add quite a few zeros to that price. So from a wealth protection or insurance point of view, it is absolutely essential to own gold and maybe some silver. And although I said that precious metals are primarily for a privileged few, this is actually not the case. In India, virtually everyone owns gold, and many of the Chinese save in gold. Any ordinary person can buy 1 gram of gold or a month or more a month. 1 gram is roughly around about $40 or £35 if you live in the UK, which a great money people in the world could afford to save monthly. There's of course only one way to own gold and silver from a wealth preservation point of view. Gold must not be held in a bank or in paper form like an ETF. No, gold must be held in a physical form and stored outside the banking system. Small amounts can be hidden or put in a personal safe, but bigger amounts must be kept highly secure, private vaults outside of the banking system and in politically safe jurisdictions like Switzerland and Singapore. So there you have it, and I hope you got value. If you did, feel free to like, comment and share, and again I'll leave the link in the description below. Sorry I haven't been able to read this all, otherwise it would go on for like 15-20 minutes and I would bore you to tears. So if you want the link, click the link in the, if you want the link to this article, click the link in the description below. If you haven't done so already, go check out my website goldfinancial.de. Go ahead and register yourself for a free report on why now is the perfect time for gold and how you can get it at the cheapest prices available in the UK. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.